want to continue to grow, if we want to get to the goals that we have set forth, then we have to put out great work. It's got to be the best. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shop Talk Tuesday. I'm Dustin Jackson, the owner of Easy In, and today I got Skylar with me. She's our quality control manager, and she plays a really important role here at Easy In. I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about that.
Hey, I'm Skylar. I'm the QC manager here at Easy In, and I am the detail after the detail. I'm the last hands to touch the car before the customer gets it, and I ensure that every inch of that car or boat or camper was perfect.
So when you say the detail after the detail, you actually go in and you're re-detailing or you're re-inspecting that entire vehicle.
Yeah, so I wipe the whole thing down, go through the compartments, look under the seats, the trunk. I make sure the roof and everything is just like it should be, like it was on the list. Yeah. So how often, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus here, but how often would you say you find something maybe that was missed or should have been better? Well, here lately, we've been a lot better. So I rarely find something that makes me want to get them back on the boat or car, but I always have to find something. Yeah. So
that's a job security.
Yeah. if I don't find something, I feel like I just, didn't do my job.
That's right. And that's why we want that fresh set of eyes. For sure. And that's why I feel like it's important to have you out there. Before you were in that position, that was something that I, took a lot of pride in doing. And it's nice to have that fresh set of eyes going over a vehicle after it's been worked on for 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 hours. For sure. And to come in and kind of get a re-look at everything after the dust is settled, per se. So what other jobs would you say you have here at Easy In?
I make sure the shop is running like it should, make sure everybody's working on what they should be, when they should be. And I make sure all the tools and equipment are working properly so that the guys can just get it and go. Yeah, and
that's probably a full-time job too. With everybody that we have here on staff, there's a lot of stuff that's breaking down and getting used. And so it's a full-time job managing just that. So, and you do a great job of it, by the way. So do you, we had Candace on last week, and she was talking about how customers would get scheduled, get jobs scheduled or get estimates. And so how does your job work with Candace? What do you guys do?
So I radio Candace when I'm done with QCs, when people are ready for pickup, and when each group is working on a different job, I let her know so that she can put it in the computer system.
Right. So it keeps our schedule up to date. And then when you're done with the QC phase, it lets her know that she can call the customer or put the job in pickup. So that way it notifies the customer. Yeah. That's awesome. And it's extremely important to have that other set of eyes out in the shop, looking over tools and looking over our schedule. And then more importantly, or most importantly, looking over the jobs and making sure they're absolutely perfect. So along with all that, you also have another important role here at Easy In, and that's helping with like the R&D, research and development of new services that we want to bring into the shop. And so we took a little field trip the other day, and I want you to tell everybody where we went.
We took a little field trip to Platinum Detail and Shine. My boyfriend Rob owns it in Fort Walton, and we went to take a look at their Lumar film protectant. Yep.
And so what that is, for those of you that don't know, it's a film that goes on the front of your car or maybe even the whole car, and it's protection against elements, rocks or rock chips and things like that. And we're looking to bring something like that in here at Easy In, and we wanted to go out and see, basically how it was done. Yeah. And those guys were really inviting. They did a fantastic job of showing us around the shop, showing us their plotter that Lumar got with them on, and all their materials and stuff, and a lot of their processes. And it was really cool for them to let us come out and check it out.
Yeah, it was really nice to see how another detail shop runs their shop.
Yeah, as professionals. Yeah. And that's something we take a lot of pride in, and that's the reason why you have your job. As a QC manager, it takes a professional shop to operate like that, to be able to see the value in having someone on staff that's not necessarily detailing from start to finish, but to pick it up after the job is supposedly done, and then basically, like you said, re-detail it. And that's important to us. So, it's for us to ensure that every job leaves here perfect. And so there's a lot of customer interaction. You deal with the customers on a regular basis, don't you? And so what's your favorite part of that?
It's exciting delivering the car to the customer after I've checked over it and I know that it's good for them.
Yeah, that's the whole reason we do this, right? I mean, that's the sense of pride in detail, is to see the customer reaction, take something that was bad at one time and deliver good, or good to better, you know? And I think that's where our love for this thing comes in, and that's why we're so much alike, is because that's our favorite part.
Yeah.
You know. So basically, it's your job to make sure that everything's perfect, that you see every job after the detail's done. When the crew says that they're finished with it, it goes into our QC phase, and then you take over from there.
Yeah, I make sure that the customer leaves happy with a smile on their face.
That's right, and that's very important, and that's something that we take a lot of pride in here at Easy In, is making sure that every customer is happy. And that's why we see the value, or we understand where this position is needed. And like we mentioned before, a lot of detail shops don't have the facility to do that or the resources to do that. And we really made it important to us. I want to thank everybody for joining in to this week's episode of Shop Talk Tuesday, and especially Skylar for coming out and explaining her job and letting us know what you do and how important of a role it is. It's an extremely important role to us, and we appreciate all the hard work that you put in. And want to welcome everybody back. We're going to be here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like to see a topic discussed, just drop us a comment, send us a message, and let us know. We'll be happy to answer that for you.